What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. If you are a current or active or just reoccurring listener, I want to thank you for coming back and listening to my antics and listening to me vent. And I hope that I have provided you with a safe, fun loving space. I hope you feel seen. I hope you feel heard. For all of you that are new listeners, I want to thank you for even clicking on my podcast and listening. I hope that just with one listen that you are able to relate, you feel seen and you feel heard and you gain something from it and you walk out of it feeling lighter, happier. If you're having a bad day, I hope I made you laugh. You're sad about something. I hope that this made you realize that shit could be worse. Anyways, I want to start out by saying for those of you who do listen to me often and you've been following along with episodes, you know I had recently ended a relationship, a 9-year relationship, due to him cheating, amongst other things that I will later get into. This will be, fair warning, a very real motherfucking episode. This will be a very fucking transparent episode. We will dissect shit and harsh truths will be motherfucking given. Not only to myself, but for those of you who are listening and you are going through something that is similar to this shit and you are not quite at rock fucking bottom where I am with it, run. Let this be your motherfucking sign. You know when you on your knees in that motherfucking closet or you in your motherfucking room breaking down because of the shit that you dealing with and the bitch you dealing with ain't acting right and she hurting your feelings. Yeah. We gonna just for fair motherfucking warning. This shit is all inclusive genders, okay? Niggas ain't shit and bitches ain't either. Okay? Everybody getting held accountable this episode. Okay? But if you are not quite where I'm at, let this be your sign. It's not worth it. Some shit, the fight, the praying, it's just not worth it. The sign you keep asking God for, he throwing the book at your head. You know what I'm saying? And I say that as jokingly as it sounds, dead ass serious, because I'm talking about myself. You know what I'm saying? Harsh fucking truths this episode. So the basis of it and how this is all connected and the hard ass truth that we don't want to admit, because it's easy to say, you know what? I go back, I stay, I deal with it. You know, whatever the fuck your reason it may be. Because I love him. I love her. She's the mother of my child. He treats me nice. He takes care of me. I can be a man with her. Like, we gonna call a spade, okay? And this goes for myself as well. This will be a therapy session, okay? We are lying to ourselves, right? We are lying like a motherfucker to ourselves. We are gaslighting ourselves, most importantly. We are gaslighting our asses right up into the motherfucking clouds. We should work for NASA. That's just how bad this shit is. Realistically, this shit is rooted in sex. This shit is rooted in sex. And I say that because I found out that my ex in June, 3 days after my birthday, that he was cheating. And I found all of it out at once. I found out he had a porn addiction. And the porn addiction developed into something very, very big, way deeper than I'm addicted to watching porn. He started messaging women, he started messaging girls, he started messaging girls that were under 20, soliciting himself. Hell, this motherfucker had a fucking Reddit page where he's literally posting ads and photos and videos of him jacking off in his dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I found all of this shit on one fucking night. All of this shit came out. All of this shit came out. And and I don't know. It's just, sorry, y'all. That's my dog is having a nightmare, bro. Anyway, it was a lot. It was a lot. I realized he was sick, and this porn issue, this porn addiction developed into something to where he was going around trying to have sex with anybody, unprotected. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. And as you hear these things, I know you will judge me. Like, what the fuck you mean he had a porn addiction? What the fuck you mean he was fucking randoms and fucking bitches and doing all of these things and you gave him another chance? Like, I know, I get it, and I understand it. It wouldn't be right if you didn't judge, right? And I say that as a person who, before entering a situation like this and finding something out like this about their partner, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is coming from a person who also judged, because I can guarantee you that you are one of those people that is like, that shit could never happen to me. You are one of those people that's like, that shit happened to me. I shit leave. No questions asked. I'm not giving a nigga another chance. I ain't giving the bitch another cheat on me. Fuck her. No. Like, we say those things because we think what we will do in those situations, even though it has not happened to us or we have not found them out. But I can guarantee you, each one of your friends you've ever called stupid, or you be like, you insult, or you don't understand, it's because you don't understand. You don't. You hear me? Like, you don't understand. You love a person deeply. In some cases, you are married. In some cases, you have families. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot integrated into a fucking relationship of that stature, of that long. You know what I'm saying? Even if it wasn't that long, even short term fucking relationships, 3 years and under. You know what I'm saying? Shit is still involved. Shit is still integrated in that motherfucking relationship. Don't judge. Don't be so quick to insult. Don't be so quick to lack open mindedness. You know what I'm saying? Like, the issues and shit, it's like 40% you are madly, stupidly in love with that person. I am madly, stupidly in love with my ex. You know what I'm saying? But it's also 60% sex. Because we don't like, we're not going to like to admit this, right? Sex is deeply fucking rooted in emotions. Sex connects you to a person deeper than any other type of connection. I can guarantee you, physical touch is top love language. Physical touch, like sharing or having a physical relationship with somebody, especially somebody that you trust, that makes you feel safe, that makes you, you know what I'm saying? That shit is rooted deep down in sex. Because guess what? And I say this, and this is just going to be like a very simplified example. When you break up with that motherfucker, or when that motherfucker does something and you start to feel the love end, or when you, like myself, are in a situation like this and you are forced by that person because they can't get that shit together, you are forced to like end shit and pull away emotionally and break it and end it and shatter yourself and break your fucking heart. Like, when your heart breaks, you see that pussy really wasn't as wet as you thought it was, my boy. That pussy really wasn't as good as you thought it was. That dick was not hitting them spots. Like, you start, you know what? I done faked 30 out of the 35 nuts that I've told this man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you start thinking about shit like that. Like, once those love tinted ass glasses break and your heart is broken, or you see a motherfucker for who they are and they keep showing you who the fuck they are, all you clearness comes to mind. But I was not there yet. And a lot of us aren't. And that's okay. Like, this shit is transparent as fuck. Ain't nobody judging. I've learned a long fucking time ago not to judge a situation just because you not in it currently or it ain't happened to you. Because you don't know what the fuck you gonna stumble upon in the morning when you wake up. That's how you have to look at it. That's my new outlook on life. Because I used to be judgmental than a motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to be quick to be like, nah, bro, fuck that shit. I'll punch him in this motherfucking face. Granted, that still happened. That shit still happened. He definitely still got that ass beat. But the pain and the suffering, nobody tells you about that part. The shit you go through behind closed doors that you don't tell your friends, that you don't fucking share with your family. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, you will have a mental fucking breakdown. You feel me? Like, sorry to say it, but snapped, that's a thing. People get hurt. Lives get ended. You know what I'm saying? People lose their fucking minds. Nervous breakdowns happen. Psychotic breaks happen. Because the pain, the fucking gaslighting, the lies, the manipulation, it all adds up until a motherfucker can't take it no more. And that brought me to this therapy session of a fucking episode because I snapped. I got tired since June, you know what I'm saying? I unofficially gave this motherfucker chance after chance, or like, you know, I allowed him to be near me again. I allowed him in. Like, but you know the common denominator in all this motherfucking shit and why the fuck this shit keep happening? Because I keep fucking him. I keep fucking him. I keep bouncing on the dick. That's why. Like, it, and you realize the dick or the pussy you was so in love with and thought had your nose so motherfucking wide the fuck open really wasn't what the fuck you thought it was. It almost make you question, like, what the fuck do y'all see in it? Like, this can't be the same dick I've been getting for 9 years. This the one you want to see? Okay, go ahead, girl. We gotta be honest with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Sex. We gotta be real. Like, sex is the biggest cock blocker to your glow up you can motherfucking have. My brother, younger brother, might I motherfucking add, is also going through something similar, not as crazy and as brokenhearted as my situation. He and his girl, you know, a couple months back, they were quite casual, not physical yet, you know. She had friends, he had other friends, you know, other options lined up to make a decision. And, you know, they chose each other. They decided to get in a relationship. Long story short, it wasn't cracked up. That grass was not greener. It was not cracked up like he thought it was. That shit was a setup. My brother got dumped on fucking Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? She took everything that he bought, of course, and then left and then broke up with him over text and then didn't talk to him for weeks. Shit was crazy. Yeah. You know why he put up with a lot of the verbal abuse and the manipulation and the mind games and the distracting him from making money and the distracting him from investing in his education and studying the way he's supposed to and just, you know, delegating his time wisely, adding to him versus taking and causing fucking havoc being wreaked. Like, instead of that, you know why? Pussy. Pussy. He kept fucking her. They got into it over something that she blew up out of proportion and picked the fight about. Then boom. He trying to study. She sitting on the couch, lift up her titties and start shaking them and licking them. I don't fucking know. Like, this is facts. This is true information. I'll never tell a motherfucking lie to you. They fucking. You fucking all day. Not to say that, you know what I'm saying, he's an adult. Not to say that he doesn't have the will fucking power to just stop. You know what I'm saying? He can't. He's being manipulated. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't fuck her, you be damned if you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, you in trouble now. Now that's a whole nother argument because now you're not interested in her. You ain't attracted to her. It's an argument. Now she don't want to talk to you for 3 days. Now you got to spend 3 days instead of studying and doing all of this trying to get her back and getting her good graces and spend money you really don't have and shouldn't be fucking spending on her. Just to fuck her. Fuck her. Pussy. Sex. That is the common denominator to a lot of our motherfucking problems, bro. Fucking sex. That pussy and that dick ain't as good as you think it is, bro. That's them rose-colored ass motherfucking glasses, painted with love. Like, we have to, I don't know. For me, I'm stupidly in love with a motherfucker that don't love me the same way. Not that he can't. It's just that he don't choose to. He chooses to see. He chooses to gaslight. He chooses to manipulate. You know what I'm saying? And in my situation, especially when it comes to cheating, whether that's, and that goes for males too, because, you know, as someone who has also cheated, but also has been cheated on, even before this situation, you know what I'm saying? 10 times out of 10, the person that they cheat on you with looks nothing like you. They're skinnier, they're fatter, they're uglier, they're prettier. Got hair, don't got hair. They're darker, they're lighter. Different race. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so much goes into it. And it also fucks with your self-esteem. But where do they manipulate that at? Fucking you. Fucking you so good that you forget that they fucking a bitch 100 pounds lighter than you, 10 times uglier than you, and ran through. Like, the type of bitches that he was fucking and is trying to fuck is like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally between me and them, night and day. Africa and Iceland. Like, nigga. The difference is astronomical. But it's like, we put ourselves through a lot of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that you don't care about that girl, not to say that you don't care about that nigga, but we put ourselves through a lot of shit that ain't necessary. That ain't necessary. All because of sex. And let me state this, and this is for my female listeners mostly. This advice was not given to me by a woman or one of my friends or, like, you know what I'm saying, my mom or my no female advice included this. When you ready to face the truth or when you have reached your breaking point and you have snapped, get advice from a man. Get advice from a fucking man. Because the first thing they gonna say to stop that shit, to have that motherfucker act right, stop fucking him. Stop fucking him. If you like me, you ain't gotta fuck nobody else. I ain't into fucking nobody new. That's a whole nother fucking I ain't even trying to go there right now. I'm still fucking processing that this motherfucker ain't who the fuck I thought he was. I'm still fucking processing that this motherfucker will not get help. I'm still processing that the life I thought I was gonna have, the future, the love I had for this motherfucker, I have to be forced to stop because of him. Because he don't want to get his shit together. Because he don't want to stop. Sex, bro. That advice came from a man. Get that motherfucking male perspective. Don't go, though, if you're not ready for your feelings to be hurt. Because the shit ain't gonna be pretty. And it's not gonna be nice. And it ain't gonna be fucking sugar-coated. It ain't gonna be nothing you want to hear. It ain't gonna be shit you motherfucking agree with. Because to be, like, I'm literally sitting here like, what the fuck am I supposed to do about dick now? Who the fuck I'm gonna get dick from? Bitch, I broke my rose a couple of months ago. And then, to top shit off, this nigga being petty a couple of months ago took all the charges to my other fucking sex toys. Bruh, it's a toy in there, whole suction G-spot heater thing. It's quite amazing, I would assume, if I had the fucking charger. You know what I'm saying? But from the fucking videos when I bought it, which is the reason why, this nigga took all of my charges on some petty shit. I wish I could have been smart like that. You know what I'm saying? But like, fuck, I can't even charge the other shit that I ain't even used. I'm fucked. I am fucked. I am fucked. I am forced into leaving this nigga and into celibacy. All at the same motherfucking time. Nobody told me this shit. I did not, this is not the option that I chose. At all. Who the fuck said I needed to be celibate? Who said that? What the fuck am I supposed to do about that? I can't fuck this nigga because he want to fuck other bitches. What am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? So fuck it. Needless to say, when these taxes hit, I will be getting toys. That is a priority. I am revamping the entire closet because he done pissed me off. Now a bitch gotta replace all the charges. The emotions that develop after a physical relationship, the emotions that come with sex, you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta think, especially in a committed fucking relationship, you are explorative as hell. You are submissive as hell. Men, y'all get to live out y'all wildest fantasies. The better you treat her, the freakier she is, and more open to shit that she wouldn't want to fucking do normally. You feel me? It goes both ways. Emotions are deeply tied into sex, and we want to think because we can have one night stands and have fuck buddies and be in situationships and no strings attached shit that applies to a relationship. Nah, my nigga, you not that dog you think you was with that bitch before. You not that dog you thought you was with that nigga that you was pimping out and tricking on. You feel me? It's not the same. It's not the same. It's just not the same. And I hate to admit it, but taking sex off the table stops the cutting of an open wound. The pain subsides a little less. It subsides a little less. Time shaved off a little bit. You don't cry every day. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard. Like for my brother, he really wanted to be intentional. He really wanted to be in a relationship with a purpose. He wanted to try. You know what I'm saying? I think he really wanted to commit to seeing if he could do it right. You know? Unfortunately, she was not the one. And unfortunately, it led to a breakup. It led to pain. It led to feelings being hurt. Luckily, it was only a couple of months. Wasn't too much time invested, but, even in that smaller time, a lot of sex was had. So a lot of feelings were developed, albeit not really serious, but, you know, intentions were made, is what I'm saying. But it wasn't reciprocated. And I think that's the hardest part. I know for me, it's not really giving up. You know what I'm saying? Because believe it or not, I've never really had my fight or fucking flight. Baby, I'm fucking rocket. Send me to Mercury. Like the fuck are you talking about? I'm going to Mars. That's my fight or flight. I'm choosing flight every time. But like in this situation, it's harder to run because you want it to work. But like also with him, he's a broken person. We both were. Our relationship was initiated on trauma bond and intense as fucking sex. That was great at the time, so I thought. But it really shows a person's true character when you stop fucking them. Because then you see what they really want to do. Either you gonna agree and this is some time that we should take to self-reflect and not fuck and not be clouded in our mind with sex. We think clearly. We are intentful. But no, he chooses to delete messages and lie and hide shit and go back on all of his social media accounts. So it's an issue, you know? And we have a kid. So I think in addition to loving him and having to stop, the realization, the disappointment in letting her down, giving her a two-parent household is unbearable for me. The pain is a lot. And I don't say that as a woman because Some men are forced to give up on their families. Women aren't the only way people that think like this. You are forced to give up on a person. When you are doing more fighting, more pushing for help, more into finding a resolution than they are, you gotta step away because they don't want it. They want to keep hurting you. They want to keep fucking you because it's what you allow. You offer a cat food, they're gonna take it. Don't mean he wanna come in. He just wanna fucking eat. It's that situation. As hard as it is to hear, as tough as it is to fucking realize it, you know what I'm saying? It fucking sucks. It fucking sucks. And honestly, it's not fucking fair. It's not. You got me there. I'll agree with you there. It's not fucking fair. It's not. And in the end, you always get the shit end of the stick. The loyal ones always get the shit end of the stick. But the fact that you are still physically connected to that person is stopping and preventing you from healing. It is preventing you from getting over it. It is preventing you from moving on to the next stage of fucking grief. And it's a shame. It's a shame that the single parent culture is what's at the highest rate today. It's a fucking shame. It's embarrassing. It's it's a shame to have to see, to have to admit that you chose wrong, that you invested good ass years, wasted fucking time opening yourself up. The worst part, being vulnerable. It's a shame. It's a shame that a person would fuck over you. It's a shame that, especially like me, we all have our flaws, but like I also had a lot of shit to fix that I did fix. And I wanted to be with him to make myself better for myself, a better person, a better mother, a better friend, a better everything all around. But especially if it was going to benefit my relationship for us to take shit to the next level. And he wasn't on that time and he wasn't on that level. And he's still not. And if you're listening and you're going through everything or something similar, or you are grieving a person that you have fucking lost, I'm sorry. I hate that you're going through that. I hate that I'm going through it. In order to stop crying, at least to get to that fucking step, which is the first fucking step, in order to stop the fucking pain from growing and being fucking unbearable, you gotta stop fucking them. You gotta stop fucking her. Leave that girl alone. You gotta stop fucking that nigga. Leave him alone. You gotta stop. You see him, your heart skips a beat, your head throbs, and you get sick to your stomach all at the same time. Because you mad, you hurt, and you in love all at once. I know. I feel that shit. Wholeheartedly, I really do. But you gotta let that shit go. You gotta you gotta choose. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this is for every girl because people change. I changed. I was a cheater. You know what I'm saying? I'm not innocent. But people change. It is possible. It is possible for people to heal from their traumas, get help with whatever they need help with, if that is fucking applicable. It is possible. I'm not saying this happens in all cases. Unfortunately, the harsh fucking reality is this shit happens a lot more than we like to admit. That saying you can't fuck with nobody, baby daddy, because she's still fucking him. She is. She is. You right. Can't fuck with nobody, baby mama, because she's still fucking her baby daddy. She is. She's still fucking him. She is. Like when A break, and this is just my personal opinion, a breakup like this happens where you are forced to end shit with the other person when they do not, when they keep showing you who they really are over and over. It breaks something within the person that's hurt. It breaks something within me. You know what I'm saying? I am not the same person that I was before June 9th of 2024. Or June 7th. My apologies. June 7th, 2024. I'm not the same person I was before that night. I can't even tell you who the fuck I was. I'm not happy. I don't smile. You know what I'm saying? I know I come on this podcast and I talk about shit that means a lot to me. And it means a lot to me to that's why I created this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't afford therapy. A lot of people don't believe in that shit. A lot of people like me don't believe in telling people certain shit, whether you a professional or not. Bitch, I'm not trying to go on no grippy sock vacation, which, I mean, shit, to be honest, I probably, a bitch probably really should. But if you like me, like, you don't want to be judged by somebody that you're going to for advice or for help. So you don't tell your friends, you don't tell your family. You know what I'm saying? You sit there and you suffer in silence, which is a lot more dangerous than it is being judged by somebody else and venting. So I made this podcast. Yeah, it's fun, but it's also real and it's also transparent. And I want to give you guys a safe fucking space because this is a safe space for me to come to and relate, be relatable. I hope this reaches somebody. I hope it reaches this right target audience. I hope that the tears. I'm sorry, guys. You know what I'm saying? I know what it's like to cry alone. I know what it's like to be judged. Even even people with amazing support systems. You know what I'm saying? Sex puts us in a lot of pain. Sex keeps us connected to evil, malicious people. You know what I'm saying? To all of the women out there who has a baby daddy or, you know, an ex that you didn't want to leave or a family that's broken now. You're on your own, you starting over. I see you. I understand. And I get it. It's painful and it hurts. You don't understand. You don't get why you're going through it. You don't know how he could do something like that to you, to your children, to your child. I get it. To all of the men that are out there and you are heartbroken and you've been cheated on and you're too embarrassed to go to your homeboys and talk, this is a safe place for you. I understand. I have brothers. I have male friends. And as a male, society has made you feel like you cannot be who you are. You cannot show emotion. You cannot express yourself. You cannot vent. You can't be emotional, but you can. You can. Because love is it's a human emotion. Love is a human emotion and it can't you cannot help who it chooses. You cannot help who you love. We can't. It's a human emotion. Sometimes it's fucked up. The outcome is very fucked up. It's very fucked up. I'm sorry, guys. I told you this would be a very hard episode for me. Because the reality is, I am hurting. I am mourning a relationship, a life, a family that I no longer have. And I hate how common this is. I hate how common it is within the Black community. I hate how common it is within most minority communities. I hate how common it is in general. This behavior, this treatment of each other, of people that you love, that love you, should not be acceptable. Stop fucking these people. Stop fucking them. Stop rewarding them for their bad behavior and their bad treatment and the misuse of your fucking love. Take that fire ass dick somewhere else. Take that wet ass pussy to somewhere else. Because it ain't like another motherfucker don't want it. It's just the motherfucker you want to give it to don't want only you. Sorry. Now that I have cried and gotten it all out, I hope that this episode finds you well. I hope that while you sit with me and drink and smoke, if you partake, that you feel at ease and you heal. I wish you luck. I wish y'all the best. Fuck them. Fuck that person. Both middle fingers. Fuck them. How them TikToks be a fuck? Y'all say that shit hard. Mean it. Be intentional with your time. Be purposeful. Lean on your support system. And if you can't, come here. My comments are open. My email is listed. Email me. If you want to let me know something, if you want to talk about something with me, I'm here. I'm here. That is what this was created for. I'm grateful for my village and my support system and my friends and my family. And I would not be where I am if it was not for them. So that shit matters. You aren't a stranger here. Nigga, grab your glass and come the fuck on. I hope y'all have a great weekend and a great week. I can't wait to talk to y'all later. Hope to see you in the comments. Bye.